Joining us right now to tell us about what the atmosphere is like from the coaching perspective, Coach André Tourigny. Bear on the program here with us. Bear, how are you, man?
Very good yourself, boys.
We are super excited. And last night, when I was tuned in, I go, I think they're going to do it. I'm telling my son, because we're trying to preach the gospel of hockey in the house now. And I told my son, I go, don't you can't take anything for granted in the NHL. If somebody could score in 1 second and that thing is into overtime, and you guys have experienced all the ups and downs of overtime this year, how was that game top to bottom for you guys when the Carolina Hurricanes come into town and you're able to stick it to them 4-1?
Oh, that was great. I think that was a great effort from the boys. I think we mentally was obviously in the second period was not our best period. We survived it and then came back the way we did in the first 10 minutes of the third. We played really solid. We obviously scored 3 goals, but more than that, we played with confidence. So it's good because when you go through adversity, that can affect your confidence. And we played that first 10 minutes of the third with a lot of confidence, with a lot of poise, and then took a lead. And then we got in the box for a while, and we killed more than 10 minutes of penalties in the third. So I think again that was adversity. The guys got the challenge. They were strong mentally. They showed a lot of resilience, mental toughness. So that was a good one.
Now, Bear, this is my first chance to ever talk to you, but I was on BYU basketball coverage last night, and I was watching this game while the BYU basketball game was playing out. Then I had to go do post-game press conference stuff for my responsibilities, and so I walk into the post-game press conference. It's 1-1 at the end of the second period, and I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens in this third period. Coach, we finished post-game. I pull my phone out to see what the score is, and it's 4-1. I'm like, whoa, what just happened? But you talk about how quickly things can change. Alex referred to it earlier as well. Yeah. It's the incredible part about this sport is that you blink and you might miss it.
Absolutely. It's the fastest game in the world, so things can happen really quickly, really fast, and I think that's really good for us to stay with it and stay patient in the game and show some resilience.
The confidence of Veggie is through the roof, obviously, at this point, and he just keeps getting better and better between the pipes. And I just am balancing having 2 goaltenders who, from night to night, you're trying to figure out who's going to be our best option, who's going to be the best, to figure this thing out. To have 49 shots, it's one thing to save, 10 of 11 shots, but 49 shots and to allow 1 goal. He was absolutely furiously defending last night. What's his development been like, and why is it that he's turned such a good corner so far this year?
No, I think he played good every game he played for us so far this year, but for whatever reason, he had the bad luck of not having the great support of our offense. We scored only 1 goal when he was in the net this year. So I think last night with 1-1 after 2, I was he was playing really well, but I was hoping for him to have support offensively, and that happened. But to answer your question, I think Veggie he's a really good guy. He's really reserved. He's not an extrovert guy, but he's competitive. So you could see it today when he got his start at the end of the game. The emotion and the pride he had in his performance. So that was cool for everybody to see that.
Nick Bjugstad gets his first 2 goals of the season, Coach. What's been I know he had the injury situation earlier, but was it good to see him essentially get off the schneid and get his first 2 goals of the season last night?
No, that was really good. And, Boogie, it's one of the thing with Boogie, he's big man, he's strong physically, and he's really good in battle. He excels in those games when there's no time, no space, where it's tough to play those games. It's tough mentally because you want to make play, you want to have the puck. And so for the Hurricanes, the way they play, they apply a lot of pressure. It's tough to get not structure, but it's tough to create possession. So I think for him to step in the game last night and play the way he did, I think that was great.
How big of a deal is it to be able to come home after that, basically 2 weeks of your guys not sleeping in their own beds and and coming back, and how much of a difference does that make for you guys to kind of get settled back here at Delta Center?
No, that's big. I think I said that before the game. I think that there was a perfect scenario the week in a sense of, okay, we had a long trip, did not finish the way we wanted against Nashville, and we were mentally disappointed. We're not happy about that game. So your game is a little bit fragile then, and we had the time to have a day off, then a good day of practice on Monday, but we were rusty a little bit, and having that practice on Tuesday changed everything. Tuesday was a really good practice. The effort was even in both days, but you could see the execution was much better on Tuesday. And then going on the game on Wednesday, playing against such an opponent, having a few practice under us, I think that was huge for us. That was huge confidence-wise. That was huge in terms of our execution. So that was, like I said, the schedule was perfect for that game.
Coach, you guys have got Vegas coming in tomorrow. You got some of these regional opponents like Colorado, like Vegas. Are you looking forward to developing some rivalries with those regional opponents? I know that with Arizona, you guys were in close proximity even then, but now with this being a brand new deal here in Salt Lake City?
Yeah, I think we already start to build those. I think if you look at our performance against Vegas and Colorado, and looking at our situation, we're rebuilding, and we were still making really, really hard game against them, and we won our share of games. So there's already some emotion between both teams. So that's good. That carry on really well.
Yeah, I'm ready to hate anybody, Coach. You tell me to hate somebody, I'll be ready. Like I'm already partway there. I told you. So one of the things that I have is like we have these fans who were like, give me a hockey team, and a lot of them chose either the Avs or the Golden Knights more recently, and then now we've had to convert them back and say, hey, this is your team here. So I love the opportunity, and I love the opportunity of the guys to be able to prove that. Coach, as you have this stretch of the next couple of games here, what are you going to emphasize in the next couple of home games before you head back out on the road?
Well, I think for us, I just talk about our confidence. It's important to keep building that, to keep building our confidence offensively. I think we're playing well defensively, but we want offensively, we want to step up and play even better hockey. So for us, it's to keep making more play in the neutral zone, keep making more play with the puck, and keep playing as hard as we do defensively. Sometimes when you push a little bit too much on your offense, then you're not as good defensively. So for us, we need to kind of keep our basic of how we play defensively. I think at the start of the season, that was the worry, but the guys really tune in and really commit themselves defensively, and we improved a lot. But now we need to make sure our offense get his confidence and swagger back, but without compromising our defense. So that's where we're looking for.
You talk about not wanting to compromise your defense, and you've dealt with the most significant injuries I can think of this season have been on the defensive side of things. But can you just speak to what Maverick Lamoureux has meant on that back line alongside guys like Mikhail Sergachev?
I think if you look at those guys, you look at Mav, you look at the addition of Oli Mata.
Yeah.
I think that was huge for us because with the injury of Marino and Durs, I think having those two guys was huge for us. I think Mav as a young guy arrived, and he's really good one-on-one. He's a great skater. He can defend well, and he has good skill with the puck as well. He makes good plays to help us in our breakout and our transition. And he's obviously he's a young player. There's a lot of room to grow for him. So it's permissive. The promise of his future performance are bright. So it's fun to watch.
Plus, he'll fight a guy. Everybody loves that. That's what you want too. You want that toughness. When he got thrown out, though, did you have a word with him like, "Hey, this is how," or were you like, "Hey, that was just kind of a rough"? It was kind of a weird play how he got thrown out of that game last week.
Yeah, he didn't mean to do it. So in a sense of he tried to keep his weight under himself, and he tried to go for the puck, and they went knee on knee. There were nothing dirty there.
Right.
I'm not saying the call was right or wrong. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is he didn't mean to hurt the guy or whatever. So from there, for me, it's a hockey play, and accident will happen.
Hey, I love it. It's a hockey play, and accidents will happen. That's what I'm going to tell my kids next time when we're boxing in the basement. All right, Coach, we appreciate it. We love that you come on during the weeks and give us an update. Good luck the rest of this week at home, and then we'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
There you go, Coach Bear Tourigny. I don't think people understand how big of a deal it is for us to be able to chat with him every week. It's such a big deal, and half of it is it's like when Bill Armstrong goes on with Hanson Scotty, when Bear comes on. Anytime we get Jay Stevens and Cole to kind of roll us through some
we've
things.
We've had Mike Folta in with DJ and PK not too long
it's
ago.
Just every moment that we get with these guys, I'm just like I'm trying to soak it all up here because the inaugural season, year number 1 has just been absolutely phenomenal. And there's a lot of work yet to be done. But if they keep on this pace, they'll be right there on that edge of where those points need to be to get into the playoffs. And so how fun would that be first year? That'd be pretty crazy.
Now I'm looking at this. So obviously Vegas comes in tomorrow, but Monday night, Ovi.
Got the Caps coming in, yeah, man.
Alex Ovechkin, who, by the way,
is playing phenomenally right now.
I
don't know what fountain of youth he's hit this year.
I know, but there were so many people that thought for so long that Wayne Gretzky's record would never be broken. Ovi's gonna do it.
You think he's going to do it?
If he sticks around long enough.
Is it the points record or is it the goals?
It's the goals.
Okay.
He could take the goals record. The points record, I think, is still out of
probably
reach.
Untouchable,
but I'm telling you, chances to see guys like this, because I'll be honest, I'm a casual hockey observer at best.
Not anymore.
Not now, but I'm talking about previous to the hockey club showing up here. But I knew Alex Ovechkin, obviously his name, him and Sidney Crosby, some of these big names. The fact you get to watch these guys now in Salt Lake City, that can't be discounted. It's absolutely awesome.
All right, we'll take the break here. We'll come back. When we do, we have a Would You Rather. You don't want to miss any of it. I've got it. And it's going to be inspired by our high school, our state championships going up on the hill. It's the semifinals this week, but the state championships over the next couple of weeks here. So we'll take the break. We got more to go. 97.5 KSL Sports Zone.